Yeah. Again, guys, last time when I did this video, or when I did one of these, yesterday, there was actually drool coming down my face. Let me know if you guys want to see that. I hope not. I feel like you probably don't, but maybe you do. Anyway, it's time to get into this intro. Sup, guys? Mr. Drill Bit Raw here. DBZ shirt bit raw in the building. Sup, guys? So welcome to the second upload for this week, because I don't know. I have no idea why I'm doing this. Psych! I definitely know why I'm doing this. All right, I'm trying to get in on this consistent thing. It's consistent season. It's consistent season, everybody. And I'm trying to partake in some of these festivities. All right. So today, what are we going to be talking about? Today, it's fat acceptance, or like body positivity. Whoa. This ought to be fun. This ought to be great. I'm sure this will be loads of fun. So anyway, so I watched a couple people's videos. Let's see. I mean, there's a bunch of people who've made videos on this. What am I talking about? Here's the deal, all right? There was a time where when I first kind of started hearing about body positivity and fat acceptance. Let's focus on just the term body positivity right now, because I think that the latter kind of just I don't know. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really think that it means a lot. I know that kind of just that doesn't make a whole lot of sense, right? But hear me out. Hear me out on this. Accepting that you are a certain way, that is kind of it's something that you can change. There's me accepting that that I'm a black guy, right? There's me accepting that, and then there's fat acceptance, which is just accepting that this is how you are. Guys, that's something that you can change. And honestly, I don't think that they should be equated. I know that was a terrible, bro. That was a terrible fucking example, bro. I realize now that was a terrible example. I don't think that it should necessarily just be about the acceptance part. So that's why the thing I want to work with, just for the case of this video, is body positivity. Now, what does body positivity mean? Well, dude, I don't even know what it means. Give me 1 second. Okay. Give me multiple seconds. Yeah, I found it. Hold on. So, let's see. Body positivity refers to the assertion that all people deserve to have a positive body image regardless of how society and popular culture view ideal shape, size, and appearance, helping people build confidence and acceptance of their own bodies, addressing unrealistic body standards. Now, I agree with some of the things that I just read, right? I actually do. I legitimately, I believe that I actually think that that's a good thing. That specifically right there is a very good thing. What I take issue with is probably the latter part, because the term unrealistic, unrealistic body image, or let's get back into it specifically. I don't want anybody being that's not what they said. Okay, addressing unrealistic body standards. Here's the deal. That's subjective. That's subjective. What is unrealistic for someone's body? Now, I'm not talking about in the case of a guy who like is just taking a bunch of like steroids and is then telling people that like, hey, you can look like this too, like without like the steroids. That's not what I'm saying. What I am saying is, let's take like the example of like larger women versus like smaller women. Like, if you really wanted to, you could use that same like logic for like the inverse. So I know normally body positivity refers to just like larger women, curvier, thicker, okay? Wanting to feel better about like the way that they look currently. I think that where I am taking most of the issue is with the fact that, like I said, if you were to reverse this and go, hey, like this like super duper skinny chick should be able to feel like good about herself, it kind of starts to like fall apart a bit, because then it's kind of just like sometimes thinner people are also being like kind of like personally attacked for the way that they look at the time. Now, the thing about your body is it can change. It can really, really change. All right. Now, I'm not talking about like things as far as just like, I don't know. In fact, what am I talking about? It can. Have you seen like Barcroft TV or like whatever the name of that channel is? There's a channel on YouTube that just like routinely like features some of the strangest people in the world. In fact, I kind of want to go over like some of their stuff like over here one day. I don't know, probably tomorrow or some shit, I don't know. But I want to go over that. But they feature a lot of people who like routinely change their body in some way, shape, or form. The body is capable of changing, especially when it comes to something like weight gain or loss. Now, I think that what really needs to be talked about here is building up self-esteem. You should for sure be building up self-esteem. Now, I think that the problem therein lies with talking about body positivity in terms that directly are opposing to like factual evidence. Telling yourself that you don't have cancer when like you have cancer. It's kind of like that in a weird way. So I think that in some cases, probably a lot of cases, body positivity kind of just like lends to another trend that I've noticed. Lie to yourself until you feel better kind of deal. I cannot wait for the fucking cancellation from this shit. CANCELLED spelled canceled. Okay, so I just glyphed. Anyway, I guess what I'm trying to say is body positivity should be about people wanting to feel better about themselves, about gaining self-esteem, about wanting to feel better about themselves personally. Part of that though is health, guys. I don't care how many times you sit up here and tell other people that you feel absolutely fine when like walking up a flight of steps has you breathing like that. That's not fine. You don't feel good like that. I think that there's two sides of this. So there's like toxic body positivity on this side that's like, hey, it's okay to be like completely like, dude, just be as like ridiculously like large as you want to be. Just like, dude, it's okay. It's not like it's gonna like affect your health in any way, shape, or form. It really will. It's really going to. I promise you. It really, really will. But there's that side. And then there's this other side of toxic, like, I guess like, I don't even know if I could call that like body positivity. Maybe you can. It's kind of like the influencer side of things, where it's like these people over here, their image is, you know what, in a weird way, both of them are doing the same thing. They're both really, really wrapped up in their image. like 100%. And it really shouldn't be focused on that. It should mostly be focusing on how you feel. Like how are you, like, and when I say how you feel, I don't mean like literally just like how you feel about like how you just feel about like your body image. I mean like how you feel as far as your health. Like, are you breathing hard? Cause as far as like the like super, I guess like the super jacked side of things, guys, there's a long list. Seriously, there's a list of people who they went to the other side of that, which is also unhealthy. I think that's what I'm trying to say here. I don't think body positivity is any healthier than like the influencer side of things, telling kids that they need to be like,
oh, just eat a bunch of fucking rice and chicken. Eat rice and chicken, and then you'll be great. You'll be big and strong.
Yes, this isn't necessarily something that is a bad thing by itself, by definition, but there's a lot of things that like aren't bad by like definition, and then are in practice like some of the worst things in the world, bro. Like, so I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is, if we are going to continue with this whole like body positivity thing, one, it needs to be applying to like more people than just like people who are like really, really large. Like, what about the person who's really, really thin? Like, should they not also feel like good about like themselves? But then beyond that, we kind of need to like get away from the conversation that is like only ever wanting to like feel good about just the body image. You should feel good as far as your health is concerned, bro. Like if you are, I'm serious. I'm going to say something to a bunch of people right now, and it's probably going to piss a bunch of people off in both camps, but fuck it. I'm going to do it. Here goes. You ready? It doesn't feel good physically when you are in poor health. That's when you're way too thin and like emaciated, and that's when you're as big as you've ever been, and it's hard for you to do normal everyday tasks. The people that have been on like what is it, like My 600 Pound Life, I don't think it's that they don't want to they don't want to lose any kind of weight. In a lot of these people's situations, they have like an extreme variation of a thing that like a lot of people in this country have right now, which is a food addiction. Okay, guys, I love food, guys. I know it's, guys, I'm not trying to sound like a I don't want to sound like one of those like weird like Tumblr, like Twitter, like fucking.
Look at me, I'm so cranky. Look at me, I love things that everyone on planet Earth loves, period.
Like, some of the worst shit in the world is more readily available than it's ever been. Ever, okay? Listen, when I was a kid, let me tell you something. When I was a kid, I used to have like a recurring dream that McDonald's would deliver. Let that set in for you, okay? I, as a child, used to dream about being able to get McDonald's delivered to my house. That thing that we all can do right now. I used to dream about that shit because the shit tasted that damn good, okay? It tasted great. And that was me as a kid. So like, imagine the kids right now, okay, who can do that, and imagine how dangerous it could be hearing that like it's okay that you are gaining a ridiculous amount of weight. I would think everyone just needs to be focusing on getting healthy, all right? Get healthy. And let's be real, you're not healthy when you're too thin or when you're freaking like freaking jacked out of your fucking mind and you're on steroids, and you're also not healthy when you're like you're built way too large for your actual body. All right, it's not good, and I think that part of my issue with any of this right now is like, I think most of the conversation around it has been stuff that like won't really lead to like, I guess that realization. To a degree, some of it is a bit overblown. I will say that some of it kind of is, because I'm gonna be real with you. Like I know that there's people that, so it's like this. There's like fringe groups of people on the internet, and it gets really, really easy if you look at this stuff all the time to be like, dude, this is something that's really happening right now. It's gonna fucking, they took our jobs. I do think that to a degree it's a bit like overblown. I think that most people, for real, already still have like, to some degree, even the ones who are like involved in this shit, they know like that science is science. Seriously, they know that like the medical advice of a licensed medical professional probably trumps their own emotional take on like what exactly is going on with their body. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't, smaller examples where like a medical professional is wrong about something, but like when it comes to something like just like weight gain, guys, I think they might be right about weight gain and weight loss. I don't think for a second, I don't think at all that this is like, I don't think this is like something that's all that crazy. Not really. Like I don't think they're fucking that part up that much. Not really. Like I know that there's a margin for error, but I don't think that margin is like, I don't think it's as big as we think it is, guys. Like, you can use your eyes. You can do the eye test and look at somebody and be like, man, yeah, that's not good. But hey, again, I'm just a guy in a room with a scruffy beard and a drill, trying to get people to talk about other things sometimes, I guess. Anyway, it's been your boy, Mr. 8-Bit Raw. Guys, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. Like, do you think that this is something that, I don't know, do you feel like it is overblown? Do you feel like it's not overblown? Do you feel like we should be talking about this shit at all? Do you feel like this drill is getting like dangerously close to your face? I don't know. But I don't know. I'm gonna do my thing, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace.
Holy shit, you're still here. Well, if you are, you might as well like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure that you tune in for the next video. Alright? I'm trying to keep this consistency thing going, man. Like, I'm just trying. I'm trying something new. But anyway, y'all enjoy your day, and I'll see you next time. Peace. One take, baby.